This is going to be kind of a walking video. I wanted to show some of the work I've done. My sheep managed to, I didn't have this wire stretched in between here and here, and they managed to get out and get over there into the, there's millions of acorns over there. I'm going to harvest them and get them back to them. But anyway, this is my completed project. This has been about 2.5 years going. Where those trees are, you'll see, let me walk the fence line here. Where these trees were, this whole area here where this fence was just completely overgrown. It looked like that. It's like over 40 years of neglect on a fence line. But anyway, I've been having problems with predators. They'll come right through here and they'll run right over to where that chicken is standing, and they'd grab it, like even where she's at, and grab them and run off with them in broad daylight, which is weird because I never know. Most of the time the coyotes are nocturnal, but they get hungry and they'll come straight in. But this fence pretty much shuts them down. This is horse and goat fence, and it's a 330-foot section. But like I said, I cut all the trees down out of the fence line, except that one down there. And I wanted to I figured the hillside would start moving a little bit, so I let it sit for over a year with no fence on it to let the hillside just kind of do its thing and move wherever it's going to move, and then the grass get established. And it worked out pretty good. It didn't move too terrible much because the stumps, I did stump grind it, but the roots are still in the ground, and that kept it from moving. But anyway, like I said, this thing was a pretty good stretch. It was a lot of work. What was originally here was an old rotted out 4-strand barbed wire, and 4-strand barbed wire doesn't keep. I've got sheep now, and I've got to keep the predators off my sheep. So this is part of what I'm doing to prevent that, and the chickens too. Like I said, I don't know how many chickens I've lost to predators, but right here is where I stopped the other day, and I didn't have, this is a temporary fence. I put this up because the sheep walked all the way this entire fence line, walked right down here, walked around there, and got over onto my neighbor's property, and I had to fetch them back home, which was a chore because they really love acorns. So I just stretched this temporary fence up, and it's running over here, and then I just kind of 90-degreed it, and then went down it. This is just temporary to keep them from going around it, because they can get through the fence right there because the fence is in bad shape. That's pretty much the way this whole fence line looked, is what that is over there is just completely overgrown. I'm going to clear that and put another piece of fence going to there, and then there's a pond just over that little ridge. But I've got this thing going down. I'll probably come back in. I'll figure a way to stretch this fence, and then where I ran out of this kind of fence, I put my electronet, and then electronet goes about halfway down there to this charger, and I'm thinking about getting another section where I can go completely across, because this energizer will energize a mile worth of wire, and just capping this whole place off where the sheep can come down here and graze, and I don't have to worry about them getting out. They will get out, but if they can, once they've grazed out an area, they'll start looking for more areas to graze. I'm gonna turn this thing on because I'm gonna let the sheep out a little bit later. Plus, I think my battery might be going bad on this, or my panel isn't charging anymore. Something's up with it because it was flashing green red the other day. But anyway, that's pretty much what I've got. So this whole entire area to the house, they can yeah, sorry, I thought this thing had quit. It's flashing red, but this whole entire area here now, they can come in and graze this stuff down. Plus I'm going to be planting some like winter grasses right in through here. Anyway, that's about it for now. I don't usually make a long-winded video because I like keeping them short, but this is pretty much a project I've been working on for a while. And then this winter I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run horse and goat all the way down to the corner up there. It's probably take 2 330-foot rolls to get down this valley and then what I'll do is I'll start running fences this way, temporary fencing this way during the growing months to let them rotational graze different areas. Anyway, that's about it for now.